Teen Mom star Maci Bookout has sold her homes amid owing $700,000 to the IRS in unpaid taxes. For some time, she has owed money to the IRS, but it was unclear how and when she would settle the debt. So, what is her status as of now? Keep reading for more details. Maci Bookout sells homes amid massive IRS debt. Viewers first met Maci Bookout when she and Ryan Edwards appeared on 16 and Pregnant. She was an expectant teen, and the two ultimately welcomed a son, Bentley. Unfortunately, the romance fizzled after a short engagement, and she moved on. Maci's up-and-down co-parenting relationship with Ryan was featured on the spin-off Teen Mom, as was their search for new love. Eventually, Maci met and married Taylor McKinney, with whom she had 2 more kids. Ryan married Mackenzie Standifer, and they welcomed 2 kids as well. He and Mackenzie split, and he headed to prison, then rehab. Ryan Edwards. Now he is engaged to Amanda Connor, with whom he recently welcomed a daughter, and his relationship with Maci is back on track. Sadly, things in Maci's financial world are not going so great. She and Taylor own an incredibly uncertain clothing line. They also build and flip homes. But now, Maci owes $742,000 in unpaid taxes. In 2021, Maci purchased an investment property, and it had 2 homes on the land for $190,000. She subsequently sold it for $240,000, but pocketed $50,000 from the sale. The homes were sold in December 2024. Aside from their mansion that they own, there are 2 other properties they have purchased as well. In June 2021, Taylor McKinney and Maci Bookout purchased 48 acres of land. They paid $339,000, and 2 years later, Taylor bought a lot for $22,000. He then listed it for $400,000, but that did not erase the Teen Mom star's debts. Yes, Maci makes money from being on the show, but as of June 2024, she owed over $730,000 in back taxes. Out of the 5 unreleased liens, only 2 are solely hers. The other 2 include her husband. Taxes dated way back. Maci Bookout's first handful of taxes dates back to 2021, all on her $339,000 lot. Since they have not paid in 4 years, Maci and Taylor owe $6,561 in property taxes plus interest. It is unclear what the Teen Mom OG will do regarding these taxes and if she will finally pay up. The longer she waits, the more debt she will accrue. When this news first came out, viewers had a lot to say. They did not think she could ever leave the hit MTV reality series. Poor thing is going to have to stay on #TeenMom until she's a grandma just to pay her taxes. Not too smart. There's no avoiding the IRS. Of course, Farrah didn't make the list. Her mom might be a monster, but she's a savvy businesswoman. Should have paid them like everyone else does. Hopefully, Maci and Taylor can find a way to pay off these taxes and have a fresh start. Again, the longer they wait to pay, the more they will owe, and that will not bode well for either of them. Are you shocked by any of this, or did you expect nothing less from Maci? Let us know, and stream Teen Mom on Paramount+. Teen Mom veteran Maci Bookout McKinney is reportedly navigating a significant financial crisis, having recently sold multiple properties in an apparent effort to address a staggering $700,000 in outstanding federal and state tax debt. For some time, whispers of Maci's tax woes have circulated among fans, but the sheer scale of the debt and her recent property divestments have brought her financial struggles into sharp focus, leaving many to wonder about the future of her family and her career on MTV. Maci Bookout first captured national attention as an expectant teen on 16 and Pregnant alongside her then-boyfriend, Ryan Edwards, leading to the birth of their son, Bentley. Their turbulent co-parenting relationship and their individual quests for new love became central storylines on the spin-off Teen Mom. Maci eventually found stability with Taylor McKinney, whom she married and with whom she shares 2 more children, Jade and Maverick. Meanwhile, Ryan's life took a darker turn marked by addiction, legal troubles, and a divorce from Mackenzie Standifer, culminating in periods of incarceration and rehab. While Ryan has recently shown signs of turning a corner, getting engaged to Amanda Connor and welcoming a daughter with her, and reportedly improving his relationship with Maci, the financial stability for Maci and Taylor appears to be on a much shakier ground. The couple's joint ventures, including their clothing line, Things That Matter (KTM), have faced public scrutiny regarding their profitability, and their foray into building and flipping homes has not seemingly offset their growing tax liabilities. Public records indicate that Maci owes a colossal sum of $742,000 in unpaid taxes. The specifics of her property transactions shed some light on her efforts to mitigate this debt. In 2021, Maci acquired an investment property with 2 existing homes for $190,000. Was subsequently sold in December 2024 for $240,000, netting her a $50,000 profit. While a gain, it's a mere drop in the ocean compared to the mountain of debt she faces. Beyond their primary residence, a large mansion, the McKinneys have also made other significant land investments. In June 2021, Taylor and Maci purchased a sprawling 48-acre parcel of land for $339,000. 2 years later, Taylor individually bought an additional lot for $22,000, which he later listed for a much higher price of $400,000. Despite these considerable assets and potential profits from real estate, the ongoing tax issues remain unresolved. As of June 2024, reports indicated that Maci owed over $730,000 in back taxes. Of the 5 unreleased tax liens against her, only 2 are solely in her name, with the remaining 3 naming both her and her husband Taylor, indicating shared financial liability for a substantial portion of the debt. The root of Maci's substantial tax problems dates back several years. Her first set of unreleased tax liens, specifically relating to her $339,000 property purchase, began in 2021. This implies that for at least 4 years, a significant portion of these property taxes, along with interest, has gone unpaid, amounting to a current outstanding sum of $6,561 for that particular property alone. The longer these debts remain unsettled, the more penalties and interest accrue, exacerbating the financial burden on the couple. When the news of Maci's escalating tax debt first broke, it sparked a flurry of reactions from Teen Mom viewers, many expressing skepticism and concern about her financial management. The sheer magnitude of the debt led some to believe that her only recourse would be to remain tethered to the MTV reality series indefinitely. Poor thing is going to have to stay on #TeenMom until she's a grandma just to pay her taxes, one commenter quipped, reflecting a cynical outlook on her financial future. Another bluntly stated, "Not too smart. There's no avoiding the IRS." The discussion also inevitably drew comparisons to other Teen Mom cast members. A particularly cutting remark noted, "Of course Farrah didn't make the list. Her mom might be a monster, but she's a savvy businesswoman." This referenced Farrah Abraham's reputation for shrewd financial dealings and successful entrepreneurial ventures outside of the show, implicitly criticizing Maci's perceived lack of business acumen in handling her substantial earnings. The overarching sentiment from many was one of frustration, encapsulated by the simple yet damning statement, "Should have paid them like everyone else does." The fact that Teen Mom stars are typically compensated as independent contractors rather than salaried employees means that taxes are not automatically withheld from their paychecks. This places the onus squarely on them to manage their earnings, set aside funds, and make quarterly estimated tax payments. For many young adults thrust into sudden wealth without prior financial literacy or professional guidance, this system has proven to be a significant pitfall, leading to widespread tax troubles among the Teen Mom cast over the years. Maci's current situation is a stark illustration of this systemic issue. While Maci Bookout continues to earn income from her involvement with Teen Mom, the next chapter, as well as her various business endeavors, the unanswered question remains: How will she and Taylor realistically manage to pay off hundreds of thousands of dollars in back taxes, interest, and penalties? The decision to sell off properties indicates a direct response to this mounting pressure, but whether these sales will be sufficient to fully satisfy her obligations to the IRS and state tax authorities is unclear. The longer they defer payment, the more precarious their financial standing becomes. The public, ever watchful of the lives of these reality stars, will be keen to observe if Maci and Taylor can navigate this significant financial hurdle and emerge with a fresh start, or if their current predicament will only deepen as the taxman continues to pursue what is owed.